What's good, all my Ruthless addicts? It is your girl Chica Deshawn here to bring you a Ruthless conversation. Have you seen the latest Ruthless episodes where the background actors are all running around and you're trying to figure out why are they running? How much did they get paid to do all of that running? Well, today I have a conversation with the young gentleman by the name of Jacob Ryan Pearson. He is here to tell us about that ruthless scene that everyone has so many questions about. All right? Okay, you
Okay,
guys,
here we
here we
go.
go. Take a listen.
Here we go. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of our Ruthless conversation.
Most definitely.
You know, we love the Ruthless family over here. I don't care if you background, underground, makeup, hair, whatever. We love talking to all of you guys.
I
So,
see.
why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Who is Jacob Pearson?
Well, I'm Jacob Pearson. That's Jacob Ryan Pearson, my middle name. I'm from Lithium Springs, Georgia. I'm 22, just turned 22 in February. Right now, I attend Atlanta Metropolitan State College, and I will be attending Fort Valley State University in the fall. Um, Trying to obtain my master's, my bachelor's degree in social work. That's my
Okay.
passion. That's my heart. That's my drive. I went to painting fars and I always got in trouble. So what ended up happening was this guy came to the car and he was like, oh my God, your child. This is for my mom. What she was saying, she was like, "Yeah, he just cried on key. It was just like, oh my God." I'm like, that's what he said for real, because I don't remember none of it. And
Right.
then my mom knew right then and there, okay, so he's a natural. And so we never thought about anything with acting and none of that. I was into sports, football, whatever. So I've always loved stage acting. Um, One of the greats, Sidney Poitier, who passed away. Um, but the person that most definitely she had her hands on me. Her name was Dr. Tania Stewart from Alabama State University, and I just took what she gave me. She had a lot of actors there to guide us and mold us to become not just an actor, but anything you want to be. And so I chose acting. I've always wanted to act when I was little, but acting has just been a talent. Acting has been a passion. But besides acting, social work. My mother's a social worker, dad's in law enforcement. I love working with children. I'm a school age teacher right now.
Okay.
So it's social work is number one. And then if anybody call me for a big contract, boom, I'm like, hey, let's make the deal.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Okay. So I've seen you in quite a few things and I've been wanting to have this conversation with you. One of those being BMF. And I also saw you in Ruthless prior to BMF. And like I said, I just wanted to have this conversation with you. But tell me, how did you become a part of the Ruthless family?
So that's a great question. It's called cab castings. Somebody told me about cab castings. And they was like, dude, man, all you got to do is just do a couple of background stuff, to get the feel of behind the camera, behind the scenes. If you actually want to become an actor, you got to see what the actor life is all about. I said, okay, I don't know. I went on cab casting. I was like, ain't nobody on, I ain't going to no Tyler Perry studio. Like, you tripping. All I saw was, Mr. Pearson, we need an extra for Tyler Perry studio. I'm like, oh, we lit. Let's go. And so I went into it, and then they said, you're going to be a soldier. So, okay, cool. So I was a soldier. And then I was just watching everything unfold. And I saw Tyler Perry for the first time. I was like, this can't be Tyler Perry. I said, oh my God. You don't understand how that means, like a black billionaire. And like, yo, so when it's time for me to get killed in a scene, Tyler Perry put his hands on my shoulder. He said, all right, son, you're gonna get killed in this scene. I need you and y'all go over there. I was like, man, so he had a stunt devil was teaching us everything, how to fall, this and that. I'm like, boy, I'm about to be on the road. I love film now. And so that's just what got me started with Ruthless. And ever since then I was like, I like the film side of acting.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
So,
then with BMF, that was actually from a friend. His name was Miles Truitt,
okay,
and
I absolutely know who that is.
so
Okay.
we was at Youth on Suburb Atlanta together. So he was telling me about, hey, you can be an extra, bro. You got to keep grinding, do what you got to do, this and that. So that's how I got started with BMF. It
Wow.
was that was a special moment because I saw Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent at the same time. I'm like, hold on, okay, like what up? And so Snoop Dogg, he was patting his hair. They had some extra hair on him. Then I said, gin and juice. And then he looked back. He said, stay back. I was like, hey, that's all I need to see right there.
Okay. Wow. That's awesome. Any before we get into this infamous Ruthless scene that I gotta ask you about, any other projects that you've worked on that we can look for you in?
Now, I don't know when this is coming out. Um, it's called First Kill on Netflix. I have no clue when it's coming out. I know that's a little
Okay.
van. And then it's called A Unicorn for Christmas. I've done short films with Gold Piece, Golden Piece Films. His name, the director and the founder, CEO of Gold Piece Film, his name is Andrew Lloyd Preston. He went attended Alabama State University. Very good at what he does, hands down. And that's it. Let me see. I've done A Unicorn for Christmas. That was a Hallmark film. I have no clue. I tried to even go on Amazon. I'm like, you gotta pay for that and stuff. I'm good, just not on there. And other than that's it. Oh, I've done a voiceover. I've done a
Okay.
voice. So yeah, that voiceover. Yeah, that
Okay.
but I love voiceovers. I
Well,
love
that's awesome. That is awesome. Listen, I need to ask you about this running scene that everybody since Ruthless came out was asking. Where is it? Why are they running? Like, where are they going? Like, why are they just like running around in circles? So tell me about your experience with that scene.
I was scared. I thought I was gonna trip. First of all, they got me some heavy boots. And, I ain't never had boots on before. And so I'm like, okay, what they gave me a gun. I was like, dude, you know how to hold a gun? I said no. And so it was like they tried to strap it on me. So I see everybody else running in rows. And I got scared. I'm like, oh, they don't feel like what they running. And then out of nowhere, Blue Kimball, come on, let's go. Come on. I'm running. I'm like, okay, let's go. He said, go that way, go that way. I'm 300 pounds. All right, I'm tired. By the time I got to him, I was done. I was running full speed, so I didn't know what to do. Then we had to do it over again. I'm like, I know you playing. I know you. And so that's when I told myself, in order to do something major like this, in order to be a lead, you got to get in shape. You got to eat right. There, I was telling myself, I was like, because nobody's just not gonna pick you, and you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Especially if you can't make it as a background actor, like actually doing some physical stuff. I don't know what else much you can make it in, because that was some physical stuff. I ain't expect for me to run. I'm running full
Right.
speed.
Right.
First of all, I did that because this is Tyler Perry. You don't want to make him mad. You know what I'm saying? So after that, it was just on from there. I got shot in, I don't know what episode that is, but I got shot in the scene, what I told you about. And then let me see,
I
I
think
met.
that's episode one. I think that's episode one, where
Okay.
it was when Oliver was up in the tree. Are you referring to that scene?
Now this is when we went into the house.
Okay, don't say nothing else then.
I
Don't say
no,
nothing else because that I don't think that's been aired yet. So I
yeah, I
haven't
ain't
seen
doing
that.
it.
So I'm cut. Don't. I don't want you to lose your job.
Nah,
But
that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying.
okay, okay.
I met Joshua. He was I think he was the leading soldier. Um
Joshua Alden Yeye, who plays Manny.
yeah, and so I was asking, how you got into the acting game, how you do how you do film and stuff. I'm new to the film world. You heard about it, but I've always been a stage guy. So he was telling me all you gotta do is stay calm, wait till your number is called. You just do what you gotta do, man. And ever since then, man, we talk back and forth on Instagram time for time, telling him, keep getting, keep locked in. He tell me some encouraging words, but he was the number one nicest guy that you can't really talk to actors when they working. But for him to take his time out and tell me some encouraging words, he made me feel safe. He encouraged me to keep going. And so that's my dude right there.
That's what's up. That's awesome. I've had a conversation right here on Instagram with him, and he is a very humble person. His beginnings are just as humble as anyone that you could think of. Yeah. And so to get information or advice from somebody, that's definitely the person that you would want to get advice from. Right. So I commend you in all in all. I commend you just for being a part of just getting into the door of being a part of Ruthless. And like I said, over in that Facebook group, boy, we were ripping y'all up. Like, why are they? That whole running scene. Like, what's up? Like, did they get paid? And how many times did they run around to do all this running? And
he gonna keep you on set till the thing is done, till it's
right.
over. Knowing that he cares about his craft, and that's I appreciate that. That most definitely encouraged me to continue to go as well.
Absolutely.
You don't want to mess up nobody's craft, and they've been working hard for this.
Absolutely.
So for me to actually be a part of the Ruthless family, and then my teacher. She's the
right. I was about to say that to Nell Stewart, who's the new elder mother.
I said, hey, Dr. Stewart. She said, my cat 3T baby. I said, she was like, what you doing here? I said, what you doing here? She said, baby, I do this.
Okay, yes, she does. Can you say in the heat of the night and more? Yes, Dr. Tanea Stewart. Yes.
I learned from you. Alabama State most definitely taught me about listening. In order to become an actor, you have to listen. That's the first step, and it's no more. The rest is history. If you don't know how to listen, like I'm actually, and I'm a part of a film that my director was in. That's just, I never thought about that before.
Right, absolutely. So, if you could portray any character in Ruthless, who would that character be? And it's okay if you want to take somebody's job, it's quite all right. But who would that character be?
I'm not as pretty as him. I don't have long hair like him. But you know who it is.
The highest.
When I tell you, I was like, "Woo, that's a light-skinned pimp right there. That's my." When I'm just like, so how Chris Tucker was to Michael Jackson, he ain't got nothing like he don't look like him or nothing. That's right. Me. I'm looking at him like, boy, Matt, boy, if I can do Matt, man.
Let me tell you, Matt Cedeno is literally, I don't care what anybody says, I know they're gonna hate the character of the highest. But Matt Cedeno is absolutely killing his role. He is literally.
They hate all the bad guys. They hate all the bad guys.
right. From Cristobal in Power back over here to the highest and much more. Yeah, that's a character you gotta tap into some deep, dark situations to become, and he's killing it. But guess what? You can do it too. So whatever you set your mind to, I honestly feel that you could do it. Yeah. So that's what's up. You would want to trade out with the highest. Now, tell us before I let you go. I'm not gonna hold you too long, but tell us a little bit about your organization that you're a part of.
All right, so I'm a part of two. So I'm a part of Each One Teach One Together. Each One Teach One Together is an organization to help grandmothers with their grandchild. They're basically single, and as you should hear some of the stories. When I tell you those grandmothers need help, with their grandchildren, and sometimes it's great aunts. Um, it's hard. You got grandmothers that are 70 years of age, and they need help with their 5-year-old grandchild. They need food stamps. They need this. They need that, and we're that organization that guides them to success for their grandchildren. That's what we're all about. And her name is Miss Suzette, and she was actually I'm actually part of her board because she had good contacts with my mom and dad. I was adopted. She was an employee from Roots. Roots adopted
Okay.
the first African American I think in Georgia agency.
Okay.
Um and from then on I just call her Suzette. Auntie Suzette. Hey Auntie Suzette. And then she has children. She has a child. We call her Faye Faye, and she ran track. I think she went on Olympics once, and she's
Wow.
done an amazing job.
Okay.
So just from networking and connection, God blessed me with an opportunity for her to put me in line on knowing and learning how to deal with people who are in need.
Right.
And another organization is 100 Black Men of America. Now, I was with them ever since my 7th grade year of high school,
Mm-hmm.
and I was National Mentee of the Year out of 25,000 scholars internationally,
Nice.
and it was like that God blessed me with that.
Right.
Me
Right.
parents, we were just glad that my senior year, just glad that I was graduating from the program. We had no clue about no Mentee of the Year, none of that. But those brothers over there, they empowered me and pushed me to the highest. And it's God's brought me from a mighty long way. No words can really express how I feel right now talking about those organizations. Uh,
Absolutely.
I'm 22 and I just have a lot to learn, more to learn.
Right, absolutely. But you're definitely headed in the direction where you're able to encourage another young person, that's coming up. So once again, I commend you for that because a lot of people don't take any time out to help anybody else. No matter you don't have to be a millionaire, billionaire, 100,000aire, as Tyler Perry would say,
You
to
would
be able to help
be,
somebody.
you would be shocked. I don't even think you'd be shocked. You might have a mentor today, but that mentor is there for you within that moment, not carrying on through your life. And
Right,
so, personally, when I obtain my bachelor's degree, I want to start a nonprofit organization by the name of Jacob's House to house abused and neglected youth. Just because it's not just about finding them a loving home. If they can't find a home, they need somebody to look back and say, "Hey, I need help." It's a mentor program as well, and
absolutely.
just to set them up in a position to know, "Hey, I got somebody to call. Hey, what's up, man? I need your help." Boom, we right there. It's not just a group home. It's more than
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Once again, I tell you, I commend y'all. I'll commend you for that. I see we got more people coming in. I just want to remind everybody that we're here having a conversation with the young sir, the young gentleman, Jacob Ryan Pearson. Jacob, I know we've been on here for a minute, so go ahead and let everybody know. Oh, first of all, if anybody has any questions for him, please go ahead and hit that little sign with the question mark in it, and that way we'll be able to get your question to him. But for the most part, let me just get in your business a little bit. Let me get into some of your just a little bit of your personal business. When you're not working, when you're not acting, when you're not in school, what do you do for fun? Because I know there's a human side to you somewhere.
that. All right. So my parents, when you get to that age, you finally have a cell phone and you just love looking at videos. That's what I do. And I love to have fun with my friends. Like today, I went out with a friend and I told her, look, I know I don't respond to your texts or your calls or whatever, but just because I'm free at this moment, I would like to spend time with you. And I've been slacking on my part as a friend. I know, and I understand because I be busy. I don't think people believe that when I say I'm busy. I'm busy. But with her, if you say you're a friend, you're a friend. And
Right.
we had an amazing time today before I just got on the live. And this was right after work. So that's I love to hang with my friends. I don't have too many friends. My parents' family is number one. I love to hang with them. We travel, and we do what we can.
Right.
We're not rich, but we're rich in love.
Right. Right.
That's what
Absolutely.
anything else for fun? I don't know. Just
It's okay. It's not,
right.
hey, it's okay to have a little, you do what you can. That's what it is, and it's not, everything is not outside. There's a lot of things that you can find on the inside of your home that you can do. Sometimes you just need that peace of mind, whether it's reading a book or shoot, just watching a movie,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with that at all.
There's a fun.
Okay.
There's something else that's fun for me as well. It's called sleep.
Right.
And
Absolutely. Absolutely.
love sleep. That's fun for me as well. So
I know
yeah.
that's right. Okay, well, I do have a question from someone. Let me click on this little question mark and see what we got going on. Okay, so I don't know how personal this question might be to you. It's up to you
It's
if you
cool.
answer it.
Mhm.
You kind of sort of hinted on it, but someone just asked, and I'm sorry I didn't get their name, but they just asked, "Are you single?" And if not, how do you juggle your love life with work and your craft?
I am not single. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Because I date myself and I love myself.
Okay.
So me personally, if I were in a relationship, which I was last year, I didn't juggle it very well because I didn't know how to multitask. Especially as a college student, I withdrew from classes. I was off the wall. It was like I dedicated my time towards that one person. I forgot about what I was supposed to do in life.
Right.
And I needed help. When I tell you I needed help, I needed some grandmama, granddaddy, mama, daddy advice on what
Right.
to do. And I took time out for myself and I started dating myself, started learning who I am. I recently just connected with my biological family.
Oh wow.
And that moment right there told me who I was. Especially having to sit down with my mother. That was so precious to me. All I wanted my mom to know was, look, well, the past is the past. Can't do nothing about the past. I love you for who you are and where we're going. That's it.
Absolutely. For a 22-year-old, you are extremely mature. I commend you on that because every person in that age group doesn't handle certain situations in the way that you're doing. So I commend you. That's a lot to unravel. But I absolutely commend you on that. Now I do have one more question. If you could work with anybody in the industry, not just Mr. Tyler Perry, but anybody in the industry, who would you want to work with?
All right. I don't know if you all know who this brother is. Now, I have two. I have he's a singer slash rapper. I count them as the industry as well because they bring them to the side, they put them in acting, and
Right.
then and he's not heard of, but his name is Malcolm Strickland.
Okay.
Um, Working on his thing. He's actually a student at Penn State. And when I tell you that brother's doing this thing, I contact him. I say, hey man, put me in a music video or something, bro. Cause
Right.
they take you over there, And the other guy's named Johan Miles. Johan's is most definitely in the industry. He has a check mark by his name, and he was actually Dr. Tania Stewart was his student. I was his student, and so that being said, he did something. I think it was called Ambitious. I think that's the title. I don't know. And when he did that, he was the mayor. And I was like, he played part out of it, but y'all need to go look him up. Young's Miles
Okay.
is beat. And
Okay.
just by me working with him, I know that we can create something because I know that.
Absolutely.
And one of
Absolutely.
those got Cassie Davis.
Cassie Davis.
Cassie Davis.
Okay. I'm
Cassie
down.
Davis, she actually I reached out to her one day and I asked her does she remember me because she used to go to a restaurant here in Austell, no, in Little Springs, and I told her I was going to be in my first play called Jitney. She said, "Becky, do you even know how to spell Jitney?" I was like, acting funny. I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, when it goes well, talk to me then." I was like, "Okay," So I hit her back up. I hit her on Instagram. He said, "I remember you," and so ever since then, we've been texting back and forth, and she want me to become one of her students. You know,
Nice.
that's major for somebody to recognize you or you were like 10 or 11. That's a plus in my book.
Absolutely.
Hey Ruthless fam, for more on Jacob Ryan Pearson, you can reach him on Instagram at the truth J _R_P. And for more on his social organization, you can go to www.eachoneteachonetogether.org.